So the stats say otherwise.
Anton, tell me the stats about the white community.
Well,
you don't know them. You know why you don't know them? Because they don't report them.
What do you mean? That's public information. Listen, if the white community committed the same amount of crimes as the black community, we'd still be doing it at a higher rate because we're a smaller percentage of the population.
I get that point. That's understandable.
So the point is that we still exponentially are worse off when it comes to the things that we do towards each other or in society in general.
Okay. I can rock with that. That makes sense.
2K, you just said you was familiar with Chattanooga and you know how it go down here. So now what are you talking about?
I know, bruh, but see, that's because I'm in the know.
All they doing is killing people down here. All they doing is black on black crime. So if you know that, then you know.
All these people in the chat, if you ask,
I love her accent. Where you from?
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Neighborhood.
I like her accent. That's dope.
If you ask all these people about their neighborhoods, they gonna tell you that they stay in the worst neighborhood ever. I promise you.
You just said that. Oh, you from Chattanooga? I know how it go down there. So now you trying to switch it up. So I'm just saying, if you know how it go down, then you know it's going down.
I know how in the trailer parks too. I know how it go down in the trailer parks. Do you hear about that?
They kill people. They kill probably at least 2 or 3 people a week down here.
Dang.
Okay.
Exquisite. I'd love to get your thoughts on this.
Which question? I'm sorry. It was a lot of conversation.
No, just your general thoughts on what the conversation is going towards. If you have anything in particular you want to speak towards, that's cool.
Well, the first part, I don't think we're going to a dictatorship. That's nonsense. I don't even know why that's even being said by any of them. Now, as far as I guess what everyone was just talking about with the black community and people, I guess the black community not coming together. I think the black community can come together for what it wants to come together for. The problem is that I guess, in my opinion, we're so divided on so many different dumb things. Black women hating black men, black men, some of them, not all of them, hating black women. It's like, I don't know, it's like the battle of the power or something between black women and black men. I think once that nonsense is eliminated, we could probably stand together and do a little bit better. But right now,
let me ask y'all a question. Can I ask y'all a question in general?
Anton, anybody but Anton answer this question. What good is happening in the black community?
Well, hold on. Let me rephrase it because I got another question that's kind of up that same alley, but a little bit different. What do y'all get? Let's say, for example, that you see a bunch of black people doing well, or you see a whole bunch of people that send cabinet picks for Trump, and stuff like that, right? What do y'all how do y'all benefit from that?
You don't.
Like, let's say that the whole black community decided that they wanted to stop killing each other. How does that benefit you individually?
I don't think that it does.
I mean, well, it gives black women's sons a chance to actually age and live longer than 30. The majority of these boys that keep killing each other they can't even reach the age of 30 before they're taken up out of here. So if we can get some more black men to age, we might can do a
not as a community, but as an individual. Like how would that benefit y'all as an individual?
Can you say the question again from the beginning?
As an individual, like let's say for example, you see more visibility or more diversity, equity, and inclusion, or this person decided that they wanted to, open up a business. How does that benefit you as an individual?
Probably don't individually.
Individually, it doesn't benefit us, but as a culture, as a culture, it can benefit us, but I don't think it benefits us individually.
It's motivational. It would definitely
Yeah.
motivate me.
Time out.
Black businesses.
Line. Oh shit! I seen what y'all did with the PPP money. Y'all went Vegas, Atlanta, and Houston. Y'all opened up 22,000 new boutiques a day. Y'all had the money to make the impact.
Yeah.
It's a cultural thing. When y'all got the money, y'all bought hair. I ain't see now one of y'all take the kids to SeaWorld, Disneyland. None of that.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I feel like the Black community, I feel like America needs to go ahead and give out the reparations because they're not going to do anything with it. You might as well give it out because the majority of them going to go ahead and blow it back on Louis Vuitton and Chanel and Gucci. So I mean, it'll be right back into the white man's hand in no time.
Right.
The PPP loan was a tester for reparations. Y'all failed.
It actually was. It was. I agree.
2K, did you get a PPP loan? Did you get a PPP loan?
Look, I'm civilized. Nobody in my neighborhood got it.
Oh,
I mean, usually think about it like this. This is the reason why I asked that question.
For 40,000, and we couldn't even go outside to spend the money.
Let me look at it let me explain it from this perspective, or repose the question from this perspective. Usually, when you join a group, right, the group would benefit, but you join to get that individual growth and whatever it is that you align yourself with. Let's say you go with this job or you go with this particular company, you're not going at that company and looking at it as a thriving, like nobody would go to join a failing company. You would go with this thriving company because you're looking for it to benefit your resume, and then you're looking to make a decent amount of money and all of that, right? People join organizations to individually benefit, which the group as a whole then grows, but you individually are supposed to get something out of it. And that's what I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand why people have a conversation about Black in particular if they don't necessarily see an individual benefit that comes along with it. Like, what benefit do I get with aligning and trying to fix a particular culture? Why would I do that? Just based off of something that I can't control, based off of race. And I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to wonder. I'm wondering what the mindset of that is.
Not being stereotyped because your race of people is a hot mess. I'm just like, I don't know what 2K was talking about. I do think that there are good people in the Black community. However, everywhere I look, I'm always seeing a woman in a bonnet. You got men sagging their pants down to their ankles. Like, I don't know what. I don't know. 2K, you must live with the white people. But
I sag my pants. Okay. I sag my pants. It just so happened. I know women who don't want to mess up their Asian hair they got on their head. That don't make you a bad person.
No, but it gets stereotyped. It looks lazy, first off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a part of something where, like, for instance, okay, so I had my nephew, we were watching some cartoon, and the stereotype, it was a Black girl, and her name was some ghetto Black girl name. She had the whole attitude, like the whole Black girl stereotype. She was overly thick, everything. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is a cartoon. We can't get away from it. So I do think that if the Black community got it together individually, we could benefit because we're all going to get grouped in together. It doesn't even matter.
It has to extend beyond yourself, honestly, I feel, because if it doesn't extend beyond yourself, those are the people who lead the community. So to be in the community and be present and still feel like this is what you want to see happen around you, that interest has to extend beyond yourself, because you want your kids to be able to walk around in a safe environment. You want your kids to not have certain things that they're exposed to as they're going down the street, going to school or whatever the case is, or even to the store. Like, kids can't even go outside and play anymore. So it cannot just be about you when you're living in your community. And it's always about the people themselves when they decide to leave the community. So it has to be.
I think that they need to create a Black handbook, because the Black community have a whole lot of rules with no handbook. Like, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't wear this, that's ghetto, you too loud, you shouldn't, like, it's a whole list of rules that everybody have, and I just be like, where y'all get these rules from? If you fight, it have to be 1-on-1. I didn't come from there. You fight, we all fight. But some people say you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't wear headscarves, you shouldn't wear bonnets, you should, like, it's a whole list of rules, and I just be wondering where everybody get the pamphlets from.
If you put it in a book, it being read probably wouldn't.
Oh, here we go.
So what? I'm just speaking the truth, and
That's true.
I just think that, like I said earlier, some Black people, things need to be trendy for them to do it. Like, it needs to be a trend to have a vernacular or a vocabulary that extends beyond a 10th grade level. And the whole bonnet, I agree with Molly. Hey, girl, I like looking at you. So cute. But anyways,
see, this
it's like, why, if you have the opportunity to go out and put your best foot forward and look your best, why would you pick the hand to do the opposite? If you know, and it's like, for the most, this is my personal opinion, the most narcissistic group demographic of people, you know, want to take credit for so many things, well, then compliment it. Care about what you look like when you step outside. Care about what you're representing and what you're advocating for, especially if you have wild ass demands. Make sure that you qualify for those demands.
All I'm hearing right now is a bunch of Black women trying to indoctrinate us with European standards like the rest of them.
Well, how do you know who
That's all I hear.
White women wear bonnets. You don't see them walking outside in them, though.
Yeah, they don't go outside.
They wear them to bed, and then they take them off in the morning.
You say what?
White women wear bonnets, but they take them off in the morning. They don't let people see them.
Yeah,
but you got girls.
But also,
like, I can't look at nothing.
It's a part of undergarments. Like,
yeah,
you would
but
go outside
stereotyping.
in your rollers.
White people also wear pajamas to Walmart. I've seen plenty of them wear pajamas.
And they don't wear
First thing I
shoes.
would
They
think of
kids
is,
don't have shoes
oh my goodness,
on.
there's somebody from a trailer park.
Look at it. It's not even a Black or white thing. Like I said earlier, type A. There's a type A and a type B to any demographic, whether that's white, Black, Arabs, Mexicans, don't matter. Like, even white folks, like I said earlier, you have Black people and you have niggas. White folks have it too. Back then we would say, oh, those are white folks or those are Caucasians, and then you say, well, these are hillbillies, these are brother fuckers or something like that. You know, they're the worst side of their community. We just don't say, but the reason why it's an issue for people like me is because if it's only a pinch of us left, how hard is it? White women have us outnumbered by themselves. So it's like, why you can't have your kids look right, yourself look right? For what? Especially if you got all this money for Louis, Gucci, Prada, this, that, the third. Fix your hair.
I agree. There was a time where our people would actually march in suits and dresses. They were marching dressed up. You know, we came out looking presentable.
You talking about?
Let her finish.
Hello, no, don't tell. This ain't your house. You don't tell the nigga what
I don't
to
care.
do.
I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting to talk to you too.
You say two type of niggas, right? Well, you say two.
No, I said two type of Black people.
Black people. You say
niggas
and
Black Americans.
And Black people. Who do you think are raising the niggas? Do you think they coming from two parent households?
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on value. No, if
you just said fathers are in the Black community. What are you talking about?
I do think
I'm talking about the niggas she talking about.
Niggas, if you want to know how niggas grow up from adolescence into their adulthood and represent the nigga community, I feel like it doesn't matter how you were raised. Once you reach a certain age, you are presented with all the tools necessary to make yourself the best version of yourself. It's a matter of, do you desire to want a better education? It's a desire to want to be more intelligent, to be in spaces that other people that you admire and have influence by. So it doesn't even matter who was raised. This is a matter of choice, right? As of now. So it doesn't matter who raised you. You know what you're supposed to do. Do you desire to do it?
It matters. Because if a woman raised a man like a woman, that boy's in trouble. That boy's in trouble. You got emotional men out here killing people in the community, and y'all thinking that's all that go down because that's what's happening in your neighborhood where they smoke blunts, outside your house.
So you saying that single mothers raise gangbangers?
Absolutely.
No, how about, I hear this a lot.
Gangbanger. Listen, the nigga boys in the hood. The nigga.
Okay, so we can point out the fault of the present parent. Let's acknowledge that. The parent
name a nigga on that porch with a daddy.
So why not have that same smoke for the absent parent?
Because
is it? Hold on, 2K. Is it the absence of a father taking the opportunity of structure and guidance away? So let's not hold the parent accountable who stuck around, because it takes two to tango, and not to tango. I don't mean sex. I mean to raise a family. So if you're gonna speak on the one who is there and how they're raising their children, shed light on the absence.
Stop saying words like raise. Y'all ain't raising them. Y'all maintaining these little niggas. First of all, second of all, what you need to understand is if the dad ain't there and he with his mama, he ain't being taught by his daddy. So where is he learning?
That's the point I'm making. You knew when you was clapping them cheeks what your responsibility was. So we don't want to hear, my mama ain't raised me, my daddy wasn't there, my mattress on the floor. Nobody cares. When you
listen to me. Listen. I
know what I'm hearing.
Dad ain't present and the child is being raised a certain way from this woman. He ain't learning this bullshit from his pops.
So you're saying that we're doomed from this point. So like I said, you're saying that child, once that child grows up, because eventually you have to become a man. You cannot use my mama didn't teach me, my daddy wasn't there, he was locked up, he was a pimp. We don't care. You know how to do everything else for yourself. You will not sit here and purport to me that grown men can clap some cheeks, but don't know how to be a good father, don't know how to be a good person, don't know how to be a good advocate for their communities. It's called not taking accountability.
That's why women don't deserve rights.
You know, because I can say
okay, you don't have no kids, do you? Okay, you don't have no kids.
You
can't possibly have kids.
For the system we can't put in place.
No, 2K.
Y'all don't deserve rights. Y'all need to fight for y'all rights like every other man.
What rights? What rights?
Y'all have been living off of privilege.
Well, in America, we have no choice. We're in the greatest country ever.
Y'all need to fight for y'all rights like all other men before y'all can pull a seat up to a table and tell us how to do anything.
It's okay, do you have children?
Yes, I got girls too.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think that y'all I just think that all of y'all.
That's what's wrong with the Democratic Party right there. You're teaching people past the baton of regression and not taking responsibility for your own actions. I mean, shit. You just let people know that they can blame their past instead of.
Realistically, I think that the more that women have been given rights, the worse decisions that they're making. And more importantly, I don't even think it matters about what people think about the Black community. The Black community is already done forever. Yeah, anybody that aligns themselves with the community is done, in my opinion. And you can tell that by the election results. It's not even about whether or not you voted for the right candidate or not. It's about the fact that y'all all align to vote for the same candidate, which then, listen.
Yeah.
All of these people like the Rickey Smileys and the Steve Harveys and the Al Sharptons and the Roland Martins and the D.L. Hugleys and every single one of these people, they're paid. They got their money from y'all. When y'all donated to the campaign, they were paid to sell y'all a narrative. They don't give a fuck about you. They never cared about you. They only care about maintaining power, just like every other capitalist structure. Yep. So that's one of the reasons why they keep saying this stuff. They know better. They know that there's no way that he can be a dictator. They know that she wasn't necessarily the best candidate. It's funny because I just got a story tonight that I'm going to talk about tomorrow morning, but I just got a story tonight that said that she already saying that she's going to run for president of the United States of America in 2028, which means that she's already aligned herself with certain people, right? And more importantly, she may even run for governor of California in 2026 on top of it. So, you know, it's interesting that I see people always talking about the community. When the community is done, the community is cooked. Y'all kill yourselves. And I say y'all because I don't consider myself a part of a culture that's toxic. Y'all kill yourselves. Y'all vote the same way every single time. They give y'all crumbs. The Black community is the only community that she was eminently successful in because you're the ones that voted for her at over an 80% clip, meaning that you wasn't even 50-50. There's not even division amongst issues. There's alignment, and y'all the only people that can be shamed by y'all women into voting a certain way, or she not gonna give you no pussy.